This episode of Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
Hey, what about that comic capers?
What about us?
We're back. Welcome to Batman No Man's Land Part 18. No, I'm
You
kidding.
lie!
Yeah, I just heard your little hellfire go, what?
You bastard!
Cover all the tie-ins and the tie-ins. No, we're for the first time in a long time, we're going to be covering something not Batman. And stay tuned for the end of the episode when we have a special announcement. But what are we covering tonight, Little Hellfire?
I believe we're covering Mr. Miracle Volume 4 by the lovely Tom King.
Yes. The 12-issue series. Yes.
Yes. Now, I'm confused. This was supposed to be an ongoing, but got chopped down to a maxi series. Is what I was reading.
I think that was the original plan.
Yeah. And I know a lot of people, like, when I was like reviewing and stuff, like looking what people were saying, like, New Gods is really old. And so it's really hard to wrap your head around, and it's kind of odd that they picked Mr. Miracle to be like the premier spinoff thing. Fourth World Comics, just in general, that imprint was just a mess.
Yeah.
Like, I totally get why a lot of people didn't really like find this little gem of a story. It's unless you're like a New Gods fanatic, or
Yeah, that's the thing with, like, I didn't jump on this from issue 1. Like, I think it was around issue 4 or 5. Like, I'd heard all the good word about it, and I was at the store one weekend, and they had all the, the first however many issues that were out already. I'm like, I'll give it a try. And this is how I know it's good. I usually don't give a crap about, the New Gods and, those characters, and I actually enjoyed this.
So yeah, and then they just this the only thing that I guess a lot of people had a problem with is that, like I said, if you're not like a New Gods person, then you're probably really lost, because
they really don't give you like backstory on anybody. They just like
Mr. Miracle is the son of Darkseid that gets sent to go live with Orion to stop the wars and vice versa. Yes. And then he marries like Big Barda, and he's on Earth, and we don't really know why he's on Earth, being an escape artist.
And they have a horrible childhood raised by Granny Goodness, and
So like they gloss over it. And also, I thought the thing that was most interesting about the premise, like the first 2 issues, and they kind of just drop it, is his escape from death. It's just like, oh, okay, we're doing something else. Cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of vague. Like, Tom King really doesn't go into it much, but I was always like, okay, was this like an act? Like, oh, I can escape everything. Let me try to escape death.
Yeah, I thought he was in a coma like the first 2 issues or something, because everybody's acting weird, and he thinks his reality is different.
And he thinks Barda's eyes are a different color.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I was like, New 52? What is going on?
And every so often, like, a panel get blurry, like a screen, like an old TV getting blurry or something. Yeah. So I was like, is somebody like have him in like a, And the
anti-life equation's in full swing because Darkseid has it. So
because Darkseid is.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a big thing.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, I was just the first issue to where I was like, okay, was he deliberately trying to escape death, or did he like attempt suicide? And I was like, oh no, guys, don't worry about me. I was just trying to escape death.
Yeah, that's what that was the question, and it just kind of like dropped in. So I was just like, I think he was trying to commit suicide from the way that everybody was reacting in the first 2 issues. It was just like, okay. Like, I just love I love the blurb. That's what drew me in about it. It's like, no prison can hold him. Mm-hmm. No trap can contain him. He's scot-free, known as Mr. Miracle, great escape artist. I'm like, Houdini, I'd like to have a word with you.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, what's the other thing, too, about nobody wants to talk about if it was a suicide attempt, because, I mean, the New Gods.
He's the son of God, basically, so it is a little awkward.
And the New Gods really don't want to like talk about people's feelings. I mean, Orion slaps him around, even Barda slaps him around at one point. He's like, I don't know if I can do this. Smack. Get up.
And I want to say that I really enjoyed the construction, the artwork in this book, because I feel like Mitch really did like that's that classic 9-panel style storytelling.
Oh yeah.
And sometimes there's like minimal movement between the panels. So I just really appreciate a good throwback, a good homage to the good old days, because the new guys are so old, such old characters that I thought it was pretty cool that he played with the format like that.
I think the art for the style for this was perfect. It kind of like it honored the past, but it also gave you like a fresh new take, and and the covers are like beautiful. Like I think we've said this about other projects, but I would love like a poster with all 12 covers on it.
My favorite is actually, I think it's issue 5 with him and Big Barda on the beach.
Oh yeah.
And then I also like 10 where it's dark side and black and white.
Yeah.
Cool.
Or there's I don't think it's a cover, but is there something did I see it? I forget what issue it's in, but it's like the poster for like one of his tours or something.
Yeah, it's in the back. It's from the original run of Mr. Miracle Volume 1.
Yeah, no, not even that one. I thought there was like a newer one, unless it was like, or maybe it was just in one of the ads for the book or something. But yeah, there was like an updated version of it or something that I saw that I really, really liked.
Yeah, so I said, it's like a weird choice to do. Like Big Barda by herself is awesome, and I'm still waiting on a solo book for her.
Well, yeah, they're doing Female Furies right now.
Yeah, but like solo.
Yeah.
Like nobody else cares about any of the other Furies. Let's just be honest.
Well, that's why I was surprised. I thought if they were going to do anything, I thought they were going to do a Big Barda book, you know, and you kind of get a little bit of Scott, but it would be a continuation of this series, but more through Barda's eyes instead of Scott's.
Yeah. But Tom King did a really great job. Like he is one of those people that if you you can tell this was a passion project too.
Yeah. That's like I kept hearing good things about this series, and I'm like, well, man, if all this good word of mouth for like Mr. Miracle, I'm just like, I at least have to give this a try. And then like I said, I wasn't disappointed because, like I said, usually the only time I usually run into new gods is like, oh, they're in an issue of Superman, or they're there's some in Justice League or whatever. But no, I just made you care because like, and then with Scott and Barda are, spoiler alert, have a kid, and that was crazy. They make them seem like an ordinary couple, but then it's like, oh hey, let's boom tomb and let's go fight in this intergalactic war. And
yeah, exactly. It's just like, wait, what? Like it's kind of almost like Mr. and Mrs. X. Like you get like a little bit of action, and then you also get to see like what happens in between the panels, as it were, too. Yeah, there's a lot of mundane domesticity.
They ground it in reality, and then all of like in a page or two, you could like straight into the Twilight Zone.
Yeah, which was really cool. I do love the relationship aspect of this book. Just all the relationships and how Tom King balances it.
Yeah, and then it's like you'll be reading and be like, wait a minute, what is this? I gotta stop. I gotta take a break. Let that sink in. What?
Yes. So yeah, it was very subversive on the superhero tropes and stuff, and I thought that was really cool because I don't think Tom really gets a lot of chance to do that with the characters that he usually writes, with the exception of maybe Dick. Phrasing.
But that was then they got like all the cool Easter eggs, like when Scott wasn't in uniform, he's always wearing like either like a Batman or a Nightwing or a Superman. Yeah, I think or Aquaman. Yeah, there was a whole. I
think he did all 7. Honestly, I think we saw all the Super 7.
Like I said, there was a Nightwing one in there. I think there might have even been Reverse Flash at one point in there. But
yeah, lots of cool little Easter eggs for sure.
So is this supposed to be like its own little separate continuity? Because like, what was that in the last issue when we got like that big, let me see if I can find it, that big splash page of like all the, all the DC heroes, and they're like, oh yeah, don't worry about their crises and all their baggage and stuff.
Yeah.
I forget how he put it, but yeah. It was just like,
I always take it as its own contained little story. Just because of what was going on at the time when the book was like made.
Yeah, and too, it's like besides New Gods characters, like, well, he did go out with didn't he go out with Booster Gold and Blue Beetle at one point?
Yeah.
But besides that, you really didn't get any other DC heroes that weren't like New Gods characters.
Yeah, and Blue Beetle. I mean, Blue Beetle does, but it wasn't that Blue Beetle, so it didn't matter.
Yeah.
The one that we were focusing on, and Booster Gold doesn't have an ongoing, so it's just like they were careful about what they were doing.
Blue and gold and red and green.
Catastrophe of a design palette.
Let's not talk Heroes in Crisis.
Yeah, good. I mean, no, like I shouldn't poop on Heroes in Crisis because it does deal with like mental health, and I know that like superhero therapy is like a huge thing and helps people.
Mm-hmm.
But that story's a mess.
Oh, here's what I saw. It's an ad for a T-shirt. You can get it. It's like kind of like a version of Issues 1 cover, but you get the no trap can hold him. He cheats death.
Oh yeah. That's pretty cool.
He defies man.
Only $39.95 plus shipping and handling. May take 3 to 6 months to receive.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's no price on here, so who knows? But yeah, at the bottom, the Escape God World Tour.
Sweet.
The Escape God. I should look that up when we're done and see how much it is.
$39.99. I'm telling. No, $39.95 plus shipping and handling.
Is it?
No, I guarantee you it's not going to be like a $20 shirt.
Yeah, I was going to say it'll be more than 20.
Yeah, that's usually the going price for those kind of things with DC.
I was going to say, especially in the price isn't listed on there, so.
Yeah, the collectibles have gone up, much to my chagrin, by the way. I'm just like, I'm having a hard time collecting DC stuff right now.
DC, need all the help you can get.
Yeah. Usually they make a lot of money on the back end on the merchandising. Lately, it's been down too, so.
But yeah, you just get the funny scenes like when Reality and the crazy stuff comes, like when Bart is giving birth and the female Furies are in the waiting room. Here, you'll need this knife to cut the umbilical cord. It's a knife.
Right?
It's a knife I will use to kill you one day, scot free. Oh, okay.
So random.
At some points, he just seems like that. You watch Saturday Night Live?
Yeah.
That character Pete Davidson does that, like the guy's like totally out of it. It's like,
oh.
I will kill you with this knife one day, scot free. Oh, okay.
I think the really thing where you start to realize it's not going to be like every book is probably issue 2, where it's like after a long day of fighting, Scott's like back in his chambers with Big Barda, and like he doesn't know how to use the shower.
Oh yeah.
I'm just like, wait, what? And then he's just like, she's too tall. He's like, she's too tall, and I'm just like, what? What is going on?
Everybody's too something, dear.
And then like Light Ray even shows up, and I'm like, holy crap! Metron shows up, and I'm just like, okay, sure, we'll roll with it.
Oh yeah, because the whole shower scene. Yeah, because you do see a little bit of skin from both of them throughout these issues.
Fair is fair. That much I do appreciate Tom King for.
Yes. Yeah, get a few sex scenes in here.
I'm sure that launched 1,000 ships for some people. Like some people like, She-Hulk. Some people like Big Barda,
Raise the sail.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, they start off with like Darkseid and Highfather, and then they both get killed off eventually.
Yeah, really quickly, actually.
Then Orion becomes like, leader of the New Gods.
Which is a catastrophe.
Oh, he's ready to like put Scott on trial when Scott questions him.
Well, not ready. He did. He's like, oh yeah, execution.
And it's like, oh, we'll have the trial in our condo. He's on trial for his life, and then he's like, here's a vegetable platter.
I know, so freaking random. I love we get the parademons too, and I'm just like, I'm having like Justice League flashbacks and sweating and stuff. And I'm like, Dr. Bedlam, Forager, what is going on? It's like such a throwback.
And who is it? Is it Kanto or whatever? One of the guys from Apocalypse is like, oh yeah, I had a thing with was it Da Vinci?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, as they're standing there like peeing into a pit. Yeah.
Oh boy. I don't know. Like I mean, all these issues were equally well written, which is unusual for something that's 12 issues.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have favorite parts of a book, but I like the whole story in general equally, and that's weird.
And like everything wasn't like laid out and answered. Some of it was still kind of ambiguous. At least I thought so.
Yeah, which you don't need all your answers to be wrapped up for you.
But yeah, you kind of
some of the imagination, a string to pull on if you need to.
I mean, do you think someone could pick if someone had never read New Gods, they could just pick this up and be okay with it? Yeah, no.
This is definitely a passion project. This is like for the fanboys that love the New Gods. And they were trying to bring back the Fourth World imprint, but you know how things are right now in DC.
Yeah.
And so it kind of crumbled. So I feel like this was like, how people say, oh, we don't need a reboot, just let's just jump into it. I feel like that this was their test with that.
Yeah.
But New Gods is not you need your refresher course, you need the yellow box, you need a map, you need a timeline, you need a family tree.
Because I remember I was rereading through this, and I was like halfway through the series, and I think Danielle picked up one of the early issues. I was like, no, don't start here. No, I will get you something else. If you want to read something, I will hand you something else, not this.
No. This is not where you're gonna say, nope, I don't get it.
I'm not saying it's bad, but I'm just saying you'll be lost. It might turn out you'll be lost.
Trust me, I have a couple of those books. It's like, believe it or not, some of my Archie books are like, no. You can't read that before you read this. It won't make sense.
Yeah.
There's some complicated history here. And I ain't talking New 52.
Said complicated. Not simple. Anyway.
Simply effed up. When Scott admits to hating his father, and then like all these like weird, like, I don't know, like confessional scenes, if you will, is just like really
it's like his father's dark side. How can you not hate him? Just the way all the New Gods treated him. How can you just not hate everyone?
Oh, but he's also like, answer the question with a clear true or false with no in-betweens. I'm like, who the hell do you think you are? Yoda, do or do not? There's no try.
Or answer yes and no. There is no, I don't know, or
oh yeah.
But yeah, I like, oh look, he was even wearing a Shazam shirt at one point.
Yes.
But yeah, every time he like changed shirts, I was like, wait a second, is there some kind of like deep symbolism here?
Well, in issue 3, I go Batman. Well, duh, he writes for Batman. And then the next issue, it's like, oh, Green Lantern. Okay. He just collects t-shirts like Sheldon. Cool beans.
And then I guess since Oberon's dead, his new manager, Funky Flashman.
Yeah, that was one character that I could have done without.
Come on! I was gonna say, if we ever made a film of this series, I mean, Funky Flashman would have to be played by Charlie Esser, right?
Yes, but first appearance and apparent death. So there you go. I felt like I was reading a Deadpool book.
But again, it's like with all the weird, like wavy panels out every so often, and all Darkseid is and all this. I was just like. And the weird continuity thing, I was just like, is everything we see here exactly the way we see it, or? Oh,
but I think what issue 5 stands out to me, not only the cover, but it's when they go to visit Jack Kirby's handprint on the Walk of Fame.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So, also why Orion, it's just a really like weird thing. It's like, oh yeah, that's right, he did.
Jack Kirby's handprint. Yeah, it says, "Kid, comics will break your heart."
Yeah, I was just like, oh yeah, Jack Kirby did create Mr. Miracle. That's right. He really set up the whole New Gods situation too. So, and Oberon's last name, Kurtzberg, is actually Kirby's actual last name. Yeah. But and also, I like where he's wearing the flash shirt at the graveyard for Funky Flashman. Yeah.
Yeah. But I just love when you said they visited Kirby's handprints. Like I love how Barda like wore her official bikini, but then the minute they got back, she changes into lingerie. I'm like, what's the difference?
Bikinis you wear at the beach, and they're lined for safety. Lingerie is different.
And look, Lila's favorite page.
Stingy. That's all I'm gonna say. Just stingy.
Ah.
And their kitty names. This killed me. Their kitty names were Madam Fifi, Steppin' Kitty, and Fury Side in first eye. I was like, that's so cute. Also, I don't know. I just really dug the art on this whole thing. I did.
Oh yeah, like I said, very good art. Really suited this story.
Issue 6 though, it's just like my favorite line is just Scott. So I'm pregnant.
Well, yeah. They're like making their way through this like stronghold, and the whole time she's like, "Well, let's remodel the bathroom. Well, why do we need to remodel the bathroom? We need more room over here. Why do we need another bedroom?" It just takes like a whole issue. Yeah.
It's like, can we focus on the fight here?
But that's what kind of like what I like about this series, because you did get like that sci-fi aspect, but meanwhile at the same exact time, it's like a conversation like any couple would have.
Yeah, it's like Mr. and Mrs. Smith almost.
Well, why would we get rid of the counter? That's where we put the mail, but we only put the mail there because there is a counter there.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, I know Tom King's married man. He's just
Philip's having flashbacks. He's like, did I take the trash out? Did I empty the dishwasher?
Oh yeah, trash tonight. But no, I could just see like Tim King, or Tom King, him and his wife having a fight. What are you writing down? I'm just taking notes. Hold on.
For authenticity.
But you mentioned issue 6. Do you see the blurb on the cover of issue 6? Every year, one book stands up above everyone else's. Fans and creators alike stop and stare in amazement at a couple of creators finding a new voice, new point of view, and new levels of artistic expression. This year, it is Mr. Miracle. Do you know who said that?
Who said that?
Bendis.
Bendis.
I'm glad there's no camera. Oh, that was nice of him, though.
Yeah.
He really doesn't say much about other people's work that aren't his friends. If you ever really notice.
Yeah, because I'm trying to see. He might have been the only actual creator, because all the other blurbs are like from Nerdist or like other websites or something. Yeah, I think Bendis was the only actual creator who. Oh no, Brad Meltzer was on the first cover.
I mean, outside of the books that he writes, what's the last comic book that he wrote?
Who Meltzer?
Yeah.
Well, of course he's famous for Identity Crisis, which we should hit one day, but
it's nothing recent. He's been busy writing his little.
Oh yeah, he's right. Yeah, he's writing those history books, and I think he still does like novels every once in a while. Yeah, I
want to say he does something independently for like either IDW or Dark Horse.
Well, hey, you know who we know who's a friend of Brad Meltzer, who should write in and tell us what's Brad Meltzer up to? Jesse Jackson.
Really?
I guess he's talked. I don't know how often he talks to him, but I guess he's talked to him before. Yeah.
You know what? Now that you say that in my head, I can see that. It's been a long time since I've even seen Brad Meltzer at a con, though. But I haven't been going to major cons. I've been going to the offbeat cons because I just miss small cons.
He's not at the furry cons, Lilith.
I am not a furry. Those is like one of the few things I am just not into.
From the neck down, no hair. Anyway.
Moving right along. We'll have to ask Big Barter what she thinks about that.
Hello.
Yeah. I think where it gets really crazy, where the road meets rubber, is probably issue 8. Where it's like, oh crap. They realize they have a few, I think they realize, they're like, oh crap, we got the hammer handed down on us.
Oh, yeah.
But it's really cute that he sings the Mockingbird song. I was just like, oh, everybody messes that song up. Nobody knows the real lyrics to it.
See, this is why I wonder if something was going on, because look, even in this scene this page from issue 8, he's wearing the electric Superman logo, the blue, but then in one panel kind of goes red.
It's a mood t-shirt, Philip.
I was like, is that just a reference to Superman red, Superman blue, or is there something else?
I think there was something going on and they got cut short on exploring it fully. This might have even been a part of like Doomsday Clock secretly or something. I don't know. It would make more sense than what we got for Doomsday.
Oh, and we have to mention the line this series made famous. Batman kills babies. Because it is a funky Flash man puts the Batman toy in the crib with the baby, and Scott's like, you can't put stuff in there. Why? When's Batman? Don't you know Batman kills babies?
Wait a minute. And does Charlie Esser have a secret identity we don't know about?
Charlie never said Batman kills babies. He sells babies, Charlie, according to Charlie.
I thought he eats them. That's what he said.
Maybe.
It's both. We'll have to go back and check the archives. We'll get back to you and issue a retraction if necessary.
Oh, try. I have enough Charlie Esser quotes to hang him.
Is it in the butt?
Well, actually, this will help you poop, in that if you take it in the bathroom, you're gonna sit there until you're done. So
it'll give you hemorrhoids.
That's if you strain, Philip.
I thought if you sat there too long, if you're sitting on the toilet for like hours.
I mean, more people should have hemorrhoids now. Everybody's sitting on their phone, lost in the meme stream.
But I think I've told Tyler at least twice already. I'm like, you have to read this. Mr. Miracle is good. I'm like, you'll enjoy it, especially as like a father and a husband. Yeah,
I can't believe it's been like forever. Like we've been talking about this book forever.
Well, I mean,
it finally just wrapped up, but I was just like kind of sad when it wrapped up.
Yeah. Well, I was looking at the dates for the show notes, because the date on the first one is November 2017, and then the date on the on issue 12, I think it was January 2019.
Yeah.
So it should have only been a year, but it kind of started at the end of the 2017, so it made it all the way. I think wasn't there like a.
They didn't get I feel like a couple of issues.
I was going to say there had to have been at least a month or two delay somewhere. Yeah. I'm pretty sure there was.
Oh, I didn't know if this was an artistic choice or a mistake in issue 8, but there's no transition between the scenes at the front and the scenes at home. Like you just boom.
I keep having to look at the issues, because they it just all blends together to me. I'm like, I remember scenes, but I'm like, what issue was that?
Yeah. And then when Scott and Barta always just use pronouns referring to their baby, the baby doesn't have a name.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like in issue 8, I think Barta's only seen in the last 2 pages, and her eyes are brown. So there's like I feel like there's like a code. We need to get Tom King on the phone and ask him about this.
And then the mug Scott has says, "I am God."
Oh, is that smiley face supposed to be the splatter face smiley man supposed to be a Watchmen reference?
Maybe. That's what I'm saying. We got so many, like, just his shirts and everything alone. We got so many DC references.
And when Funky calls Jacob Free Jack, Jack Kirby's real name was Jacob. So yeah, we got a lot of homage to Kirby.
Oh yeah, because I think at one point he calls him like Jazzy Jack or something too.
And then just for fun, in case you don't know, Jack can mean genius or king depending what language you want to take.
Okay, here it is, issue 8. I found the exchange, because when Scott's trying to put the baby in the crib, he's like, Funky. He's like, what is that? And you see the little Batman, and he's like, why, boss? That's Batman. He's like, I told you can't put things in the crib. They have studies about infant death syndrome, babies dying, stuff in the crib, it can kill them. And Funky goes, what? I had a Batman. Everyone has a Batman. Batman doesn't kill babies. And Scott says, yes, absolutely. They have studies. Batman kills babies.
There was a study. His mother had him tested.
and now it's funny Tom King's writing Batman.
Maybe that's a secret plot we'll get. That'll take 2 years to unfold. No Man's Land Part 2.
No Man's Land.
Yeah. Let's see. Issue 9. What did I like about issue 9? What stood out to me?
Oh, but that cover on 8 with Scott and Barta is pretty good too.
Yeah. I would love to do a big Barta cosplay, but that's just like way too many moving parts for me.
You're too small. I mean, you could do it, but you're kind of small.
I'd be mini Barta, yes.
You need like a really short guy to walk next to you. Find some guys like 4'10" or something to walk next to you.
Tristan.
Dress Tristan like Mr. Miracle.
Issue 9, I'm trying to think.
Basically, they're like going over supposedly the treaty or whatever, you know.
Yeah, they go to inspect Apocalypse or whatever.
Oh yeah, they're like, you know, Apocalypse and New Genesis are both like, well, I want this, I want this, I want this, but then is this when they tell them they're like, oh yeah, Darkseid's willing to let you have everything, but it just says all he wants is your baby.
Yeah. Like, who are you, Rumpelstiltskin, bro?
Well, I think he just wanted to mess with them.
Yeah.
Like, you claim to care for these people? Let's see how much.
And then truly on the cover of 10, it looks like Ben Grimm in a freaking Dr. Doom outfit. Is it just me?
Kinda. Darkseid.
I'm just like, what? Why is he in Dr. Doom's outfit? I don't understand. This isn't Arrow. They would never make a mistake like that.
But yeah, this is this is the issue.
Oh, this one has a variant too. 10 has a variant where it's a birthday party. It's a Batman birthday party. That's the one that I have. Okay,
yeah, the Darkseid one. But yeah, this is the issue where he goes drinking with Booster and Blue Beetle and Ted Kord. Yeah.
The Blue Beetle time has forgotten.
the old JLI.
Yeah. Wait. Can I do this? I don't think I can because I'm on a Mac. No, I can't do it.
But I just love how like Scott can be doing like the most mundane things and like they're calling him from New Genesis, "Hi, Father," because you know Orion's dead now by now. Now he's in charge. They're like, "Hi, Father, we need reinforcements, or what should we do?" And
he just seems so unenthused about it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and then Scott's like saying, "Oh, maybe we could give Darkseid the baby." You know,
kill him.
Oh, he's like, "We turned out okay," and you know, see, here's a reference to suicide because he's like, "Well, we were raised there, we're happy," and she's like, "We were prisoners. Granny tortured us. We weren't happy." He's like, "Yeah, I know." Then he's like, "But it all came out okay," and she's like, "Really?" She's like, "That's why I found you bleeding out by the toilet."
And we move on. We just glossed right over that.
Yeah. Well, she says, she's like, "Oh, you said you were trying to escape. Escape from what?"
You nag.
Yeah. But yeah, they have the Batman birthday party.
Yeah. And that's the variant cover. I was like, oh yeah. It's the one I have. Oh, yeah.
And I swear the two of them can't keep their hands off each other for an issue.
They're in love. They're happy. They love. They're just happy to not have to live in that crap hole. They get to live on another crap hole, or it's a little bit nicer.
And in issue 11, they again with the vegetable platter. They bring Darkseid a vegetable platter.
Hey man, if you don't love crudité, then you're un-American, Philip.
It'll help you.
Not with all that ranch dip.
But I just love when Darkseid picks up the baby and the baby grabs his nose. You just get that nah, nah, nah. I'm just, all I could hear in my head was nah, 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 nah.
Oh, issue 11 has the cutest variant. It's Darkseid, and he has the one finger and the baby's holding on to it. That was a pretty cool variant.
And then Darkseid, he can't get rid of the anti-life equation, but to get rid of the Omega beams, he pulls one of his own eyes out.
Oh, yeah. Brutal.
Yeah. And then they attempt to kill Darkseid.
Oh, where is it?
And he messes them up.
It'll mess you up.
Until Scott kills him. Oh, here, yeah, issue 11, the whole DC splash page.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Okay, yeah, because Metron shows up and he tells him, now is the time, my son, time to look into the face of God and hear your cheers and take your bow. Where you are is not where you should be, scot-free. There is another world. If a mastermind couldn't trap Mr. Miracle, you think it's well nigh impossible. Oh, and the baby learns his first swear word because Scott was like,
as you
swear
do.
when he killed Darkseid, yeah. F-U-U-U-U-G. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed this more than like pretty much any other thing I ever read.
Yeah.
Oh, look, issue 12. We even get a someone wearing a Doom Patrol t-shirt.
Nice. Guys, and if you haven't been watching Doom Patrol, you need to go watch Doom Patrol. Preferably the legal way.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, we didn't get to talk about it this past week. Did you watch episode 3?
I did. I'm enjoying it. I'm here for the kid that's playing Cyborg. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Oh, yeah, he's good. Evil Nazis.
As you do.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I got me a little like Captain America flashback, but you know, it makes sense in this particular context. So,
but just issue 12 just seems like everything's like
you can totally tell it got cut short. There's a few more things I feel like Tom wanted to say.
Yeah,
but he wrapped up well enough, and I love the cover with the both of them, and there's the flowers.
Yeah. But he's kind of, I mean, he's talking to people who've already been killed, like Granny and Highfather and even Darkseid.
Yeah. So do you know what the there's a variant for issue 12 and it just says Darkseid it's a black cover, and then it just has like Mr. Miracle like picking up a black curtain in the corner with the baby holding onto his leg.
Oh, I don't think I've seen that.
Yeah, like these variants, and you should definitely try to track them down, like just to see what they are. They're really cool. And not gratuitous. Like it's just like something like there's only like one for each cover, I think.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I recommend this series. What would you grade it?
I give it a solid A. I just wish that we would have gotten like the suicide aspect to me was really interesting because
I wish they would have played with that a little more. But I mean, yeah,
his background and like what was going on with Barda's eyes are now brown, and why is this panel different here? Why is it blurry? Why is it glitchy? And it's like supposedly because the anti-life equation is inside of him and working its way through, but I feel like there's more to it as well.
Yeah,
explored.
I mean, I agree with your A, and guys, for me to give something New Gods an A, it's good. But I mean, I'd recommend the series, especially to like a DC fan. Like, I don't know if I'd recommend this for Charlie Esser, but Tyler, like I said, I already told him he definitely needs to read this.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean it's out now in trade, so easy to find. I think I found the cheapest one on like Amazon for like $11.50. So.
And if you're like if you want the single issues, I mean, they haven't been out that long.
You can find them, yeah.
Yeah.
My comic book shop had them last week. At least
sure,
half the run. So
I'm sure online, if
yeah,
probably Comixology and all those probably have it too.
Yeah. Oh, well, of course they have it.
Well, I was gonna say, seeing as how they're so recent too, they should.
Yeah. That's the only thing that I just couldn't get to you about Marvel, the Marvel subscription one. I'm just like,
yeah.
I don't want to wait.
So, should we get to our big announcement?
Sure.
That's
a hint right there.
Well, everyone, starting in May, we're only going to be doing these comic capers twice a month. Why, do you ask?
And what about our Ways World podcast?
I'm glad you asked, Charlie Usser. That's because starting in May, every month, starting in May, you get comic capers twice a month, every other week, and those other 2 weeks, you'll be getting a Wade's World. It's back.
Yes, bi-monthly distribution.
Yay! Like old Marvel.
Wait.
How did it?
Can we bring back the top 10 list for the first couple of episodes?
Sure. Sure. Oh Lord, she's gonna go nuts.
I am.
She'll be like Lil Hellfire's top 10 favorite porn stars or something.
No, top 10 favorite Ryan Reynolds movies. Duh.
So yeah, so starting in May, you're gonna get 2 comic capers a month, 2 Wade's Worlds a month, all on Thursdays on Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks, and guess
Angel will be coming back.
Yeah, so we might have some friends joining us for those too. Yeah. So
we'll eventually get back to book club.
Oh, that reminds me. Since we're talking some DC stuff, I'm reading that Court of Owls novel because Kristen and I are going to talk about it on Nightwing News. Because he shows up.
Our Nightwing News podcast.
Because Nightwing shows. Well, I just got to the part where he shows up, but I thought it was just going to be a novelization.
Is that the one right after Robin War?
I think it seems like I don't think it's an original story. I mean, I'm like 50 some pages in because I thought it was just going to be a novelization of like Scott Snyder's original story, but no, because they mentioned like that original story and then like, the Night of the Owls or whatever that was. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, because like I said, I'm only like 50 some pages in so far, but we already had Batman like being a detective and getting into a fight with a Talon. So I mean, it's getting good so far.
Oh, very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Sneaking those right by us, huh?
I know. I thought it was just going to be like a novelization of some comic book storyline, but no, it seems original to me.
Nice. I look forward to you and Kristen discussing that.
All right. So, is that everything we had?
I'm pretty sure. Except for our announcement of what our next issue is going to be.
Well, I was going to say, in that case, join us next time for our review of X-Men 63, 64, 65, and 66 because Lil Hellfire demanded it.
Oh, just you wait. Those Archie comics.
Oh, just you wait. Just you wait till you're here.
Yeah, I can give you a good gib smack upside the head.
Oh, wait till you're gonna sleep at night at my house, aren't you? Someone's waking up bald, people. Spoiler alert.
Oh God, he's gonna feed me gluten-free food.
Oh please, you're the one who's like, oh. Unless you miss smoothie every morning.
I still like my bread every now and then.
I'm sure you do. All right, everyone. So again, join us next time for X-Men, some Nate Gray, some of the good stuff.
Bootleg Cable.
And remember, coming back in May, Comic Capers is going to be sharing time with Wade's World, so send us your favorite. That's what she said jokes. So email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Follow Comic Capers on Facebook, on Twitter, @ComicCapersPod, and @CL Sidekicks. Follow CL Sidekicks on Instagram and the voicemail, 382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And Lil?
Oh, if you nerds want to party with me on the interwebs, be sure to follow me on Twitter at Lil Hellfire. And you can also find me on the gram at Lil Hellfire 86. And if you want to talk Smallville, Superman, DC, Arrowverse, maybe a little bit of Marvel, maybe something, anything by Kelly Thompson, you can find me at Save Me Pod on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and or Instagram.
Fight me, nerd.
And after next episode's X-Men, we're going to be getting into Amalgam Comics with Charlie Esser. So big 2-part episode there. So send your thoughts on all the Amalgam stuff. And then after that, it'll be Wonder Woman, the Challenge of Artemis, and then Flash, Terminal Velocity, and then episode 50,
Kingdom Come.
So send all your thoughts in on those. And if you have any requests of stuff to review, send them in. capesandlunatics@gmail.com.
And don't forget to join us Thursday for Gotham.
Of course, always. And then once that's done, we'll be covering Arrowverse until the end of the year.
All 2 weeks of it.
Please, we'll probably get a month or 2 out of that. So join us next time. Nick Gray, Counter X.
Bootleg Cable.
Little Phone's Nick Gray.